This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good Sunday evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. COVID has left no one untouched. As numbers continue to slow down in the pandemic, one man is looking to thank those on the front lines while collecting donations to help a family in need. Valley News Team's Aaron Walling has the story.
All the first responders, and they've just been working around the clock, and I'm trying to find a way to give back to them, you know, because they're so important in the community. They did so much for us, and I think it's time to give them a break. So what we're going to do is anyone who's a first responder, we're going to give them a free haircut that day.
This is Andrew Storkamp, the owner of the Moeller Barber College in downtown Fargo. Storkamp will be providing those free haircuts for first responders on St. Patrick's Day at his location. They'll be also receiving donations to help a family in need that was affected by COVID-19. While the family wants to remain anonymous, it still means a lot to Storkamp to help those in need.
Whatever I can give back, it just feels good to me. I'm not from Fargo, I'm from the cities, Minneapolis, and it's like coming here, I see how tight-knit this community is and what a good community it's been to me. What people still came in and supported me after I took over the school. It's a great place to live, and it just means a lot that I can give back to this community that I live in now.
Storkamp is also hoping this event will inspire other businesses to do the same and help those who have served the community during these trying times.
If I can just help that one person, maybe it'll, like I said, it'll catch on and other people will start helping other people.
In downtown Fargo, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
Haircuts will be available from 8:15 to 4:30 at their location in downtown Fargo. You can find the details on our website, valleynewslive.com. And starting tomorrow, Minnesota COVID restrictions will dial back following Governor Tim Walz's announcement Friday. It means bars and restaurants can operate at 75% capacity, while gyms and indoor event venues can move to 50%. Still, many business owners are frustrated, asking why the curfew is still 11 p.m.
Let people come out that want to come out. Let us open. And the people that are, you know, so many people have been vaccinated now, so many people have had it. You know, we're able to open a little bit, and the perception is that that's good, and it is, but we're far from out of the woods.
Governor Walz also rolled back restrictions on large venues, which goes into effect April 1st. That means the Minnesota Twins will be able to host up to 10,000 fans for their home opener next month at Target Field. As at least a dozen states roll back on COVID restrictions, a warning from the nation's top infectious disease doctor. The country could see a new surge in cases if it lets its guard down. Health officials are urging states to put the brakes on reopenings as the country tries to beat back the pandemic that has claimed more than 500,000 lives.
That's why I get so anxious when I hear pulling back completely on public health measures, like saying no more masks, no nothing like that. I mean, that is a risky business.
Dr. Fauci is also urging Americans to get the vaccine. After 32 years of service, Sergeant Terry Stife is retiring from the West Fargo Police Department. Today, the emotional video of his last call was shared to the department's Facebook page. Here it is.
Thank you, Sergeant Stife, for your dedicated service of 32 years to West Fargo. It's been a pleasure serving with you. We wish you a long and happy retirement. Sergeant Stife is 10-7 at 1647 on March 14, 2021.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for your service and best of luck. Across the country, vigils were held today to mark the one-year anniversary of the death of Breonna Taylor. Taylor was shot and killed in her apartment by police officers executing a no-knock search warrant. No officers have been charged in connection with her death. In the Twin Cities, flowers and candles were lit at a makeshift memorial in honor of Breonna. Dozens of people held roses to the sky in honor of her memory. And Chicago police are investigating a shooting at a party overnight where 15 people were shot. 2 of those people have died. It happened around 4:45 in Chicago's Park Manor neighborhood. Police say several victims are still in surgery, and detectives have not been able to speak to many of the people who witnessed the crime. 4 guns were found at the scene, and no suspects are in custody.
It's a makeshift pop-up, tow company attached garage slash bar. There's actually a bar set up inside. So at one point it may have been an old lounge. that is, obviously converted just for the pop-up party. We don't know what the celebration associated with this party was at this point. We're still trying to follow up on some leads on what that motive might be.
Now, the shooting victims are between 20 and 44 years old. Road trains could be on North Dakota roads in the not too distant future. Governor Doug Burgum is requesting permission from Congress to allow trucks to pull more than one trailer on North Dakota interstates. The issue has been contentious because truck drivers are concerned about receiving proper training and fair compensation to handle the extended loads. Supporters say it will help the economy by bringing down shipping costs and allowing more products to cross the country quicker. Now, we have all heard this saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It holds true for one North Dakota National Guard member who spent his time in World War II documenting history. Julie Martin shows us some of his work.
This Castleton native joined the National Guard when he was just 16 years old.
Our country needed us.
He lied to recruiters,
They didn't know any better.
saying he was 18 to get sworn in.
The war, you don't forget any of it. It's just something that's ingrained into your brains.
It is ingrained into Bertel's brain and sheets of paper.
A lot of that had to do with artwork, making maps and working with aerial photographs and different things. And
Bertel documented the American soldier as they invaded the Guadalcanal and went to war with the Japanese.
And then we have many of them in our home. My kids have some. And it's just it's a good feeling to know that this stuff was documented.
Bertel's art is displayed around North Dakota. The National Guard continues to use his pieces of work.
But if you see there, it's one of your drawings, Doug.
Major General Alan Dorman created a new commander's coin in honor of Doug.
I'm handing you a coin, but your daughter is going to present the first coin with your artwork on it to you.
Doug's service came to an end in 1945, and this year he turns 97 years old.
You're the last 164th in North Dakota.
I am the last one.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
In Bismarck, I'm Julie Martin reporting for your news leader.
Bertel served 625 days in combat and even earned his Purple Heart. The University of North Dakota is replacing Memorial Stadium with a new facility. But first, faculty and contractors dug up a nearly 100-year-old time capsule. The time capsule was dated back to September 21st, 1927. It took contractors an hour and a half and a forklift to break the copper box out of the slab of granite buried deep in the cornerstone of the stadium. Inside, they found mostly papers, including an ad for a football game and a couple of Dakota students' newspapers from 1926 that talked about the funding for the building.
Pretty exciting. It was fun to be there and to see it, but like I say, I think the big story was how long it took them to actually get that cornerstone out.
For now, these artifacts will be housed at the library on campus. Later on Valley News Live at 10, several tornadoes ripped through the panhandle of Texas yesterday. We'll take a look at the damage left behind. But first, we'll get a check of our weather back home with Summer right after the break.